Hi, it's Sunday the 14th of June 2020. So of course 2020 was the year of the big pandemic lockdown, but that's now finished. So I'm now back on my travels across France. So today I'm leaving the small village of La Cellette in central France and I'm heading south. I'm just going down to a town called Brive. I was hoping to stay on a campsite there, but according to a website, the campsite's closed, but there's a affordable hotel just north of Brive, so I'm just going to be heading there today. I think in my last video I said I was planning to go to Germany and I still am, but before I go to Germany I'd like to go down to the south of France simply because there's just so much to see down there. And I'm heading down to a canal cycle route. It goes from Bordeaux down to Cellette on the Mediterranean coast. So when I get there it should be a really easy cycle ride down to the south coast. So this is where I'll be staying tonight, the Premier Class at Brive. And tomorrow I'll be heading towards Limoges. I think it'll take me a couple of days and hoping the weather stays the same. Monday the 15th of June. It's quite sunny at the moment, but there's a nasty big dark cloud coming in. That's the direction I'm going in. So I'm just going to wait 10 minutes and then I'm carrying on. I haven't got very far to go today and I'll be stealth camping on the way. So I'm just going to be taking my time today. I'm about halfway now to Limoges and I'm going to start to look for somewhere to camp, and on the map this looks quite a good region. There's a lot of forest, and also down this road I believe there's a Grand Randonnée. So if I can find that, I'm just going to go up there for a few meters and then camp up there tonight. So I've just found the very familiar red and white stripes which marks the Grand Randonnée. I think this is Grand Randonnée 4. This is a long distance walking trail, and I think Grand Randonnée 4, it starts on the Atlantic coast north of Bordeaux, and it goes all the way across France down to the Mediterranean coast. I think it ends near Nice. So I guess in theory I could now follow these all the way to Nice. And I'm also on a pilgrimage trail. There's several of these pilgrimage trails going across France, and they all converge in the Pyrenees for the route to Santiago de Compostela. But now I'm just going to have a quick look up here, see if I can find a camping spot. If not, there's lots of forest further down the road, so I'll just have to go down there and find somewhere nice to camp. Well, this seems like the perfect spot. In fact, I've even got mobile broadband. I've got a connection here so I can listen to the radio tonight. So I'm just going to wait for it to get a little bit darker, and then I'm going to put my tent up. So I decided to put my tent up early because there's the odd shower going overhead. So I thought I'd better get it up quick in case there's a big downpour. I just saw a chap just wander by a few minutes ago. He had a big plastic bag. I think he was just collecting mushrooms, but he just waved and carried on. But if he came up, I would have just said I was a pilgrim going down to Santiago. I'm bringing a tarp with me as well this year. I think it's going to be a really good addition for camping because it gives me a lot more storage space, and it means I can dry out my clothes in there. I can do all my cooking in there, and if it is raining, you can just sit under there in bad weather and just watch the world go by instead of just sitting in a zipped up tent all the time. So I'm hoping this will make life a bit more easier on the campsites. So now I'm just going to have a cup of coffee and listen to the radio until it goes dark. It's Tuesday the 16th of June. So today is just an easy cycle ride into Limoges, where I'll be staying in a hotel again. And then on the way down to Brive, I hope to be staying in campsites. It's a bit gloomy at the moment. It was raining a bit last night, but I think it should be clearing up today with a bit of luck. Still quite warm though. It's a very heavily forested region around here, just to the east of Limoges. Must look quite beautiful on a very sunny day. This is Le Pont du Donon. It's very scenic down here. I'm just following the river into the town centre now. Just arrived at the medieval bridge, which I guess was the original entrance into Limoges. So I'm now just going to have a quick look at the old town part of the town, and then look for my hotel. Wednesday the 17th of June. Today I'm cycling to a campsite in a small village called Ladignac-le-Long. There's some nice cycle paths following the river. I think this is the River Vienne. I think this is the river I was cycling along earlier this year when I was travelling from Brittany down to La Cellette. So I think I'll be seeing a lot of this river. I'm just approaching a small village called Solignac. I think there's an abbey or there's a building of historic interest down there, so I'm just going to have a look at that. Very nice bridge at Solignac. It looks like I'm on the pilgrimage route again. So I guess the abbey here must have been quite important many centuries ago. Weather's not been too bad today. There's the odd shower, but I think today and tomorrow is going to be wet, and then after that it's going to be quite nice weather for the next few days. I'm just entering the little village of Las Tours. There's a 12th century ruined castle here which I'd like to have a look at. Unfortunately it's shut today and it's a bit too wet and windy for my drone, so I'm just going to have a look at it from the main road again and then carry on to the campsite. This is a nice campsite. It's called Camping de Bel Air and it's only €9 a night. It's very quiet at the moment. I think I'm the only camper here. There's a few mobile homes up there, but the lady just had to come up, the receptionist had to come up and open the sanitary block just for me, which is very nice. But it's a very quiet village. It's a very tiny village. There's a huge lake here, so I guess people come here in the summer to do fishing. So yeah, I've got free Wi-Fi, so I can listen, well, I can watch YouTube tonight. And time to make a cup of coffee now and then plan my route for tomorrow. So good night. Thursday the 18th of June. Today I'm cycling to another campsite just between here and Brive-la-Gaillarde. The weather forecast not too good. I hope it clears up because I'm visiting a couple of very nice historic towns today. So I hope to take some nice photographs. Just arrived at camping Les Étoiles. It's a small campsite in a village called Saint-Sornin. It's like the other campsite. It's a very pleasant campsite, but still very quiet. I guess the French holiday season doesn't really begin until mid-July. So there's been a couple of showers, but I've been quite lucky with the weather today. So I'm just going to sit in the shelter now and listen to the radio. And tomorrow it will be hopefully a quite easy day. I'm just cycling to Brive-la-Gaillarde and I'll be staying there for a couple of days to hopefully upload my video. Friday the 19th of June 2020. Today it's just an easy cycle ride into Brive-la-Gaillarde, where I'll be spending a couple of days visiting a couple of museums and doing some shopping. The last few miles into Brive are quite easy. I'm following the valley of the river Vézère, and I'm hoping when I get to Brive there's a cycle path that follows a river into the centre. So I'm going to look for that when I get to the outskirts. I've found the cycle route. This follows the Corrèze River into the centre of Brive. I'm using an app called Cycle Street. It's a very good app. It shows all these cycle paths which aren't normally on the maps. It's got its problems. It's just tried getting me onto a dual carriageway, but apart from that I'd say it's a really good app which I find very useful for cycling across France. So now it's time to go into the centre. Just arrived in the centre of Brive, so now I'm going to look for the old town. So now it's time for me to look for my hotel, and hopefully I can upload my video tonight. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope to upload another one soon. Bye.